Hello everyone. I'm going to start this video off by apologizing for the background noise. You see, it's a bit warm where I live right now. It's like 87 degrees, which is like really hot for April. I mean, it's not too bad, but we're keeping the AC on just as a precaution. Yes, gotta love wacky weather. So yes, this is the third FanFic Critic Freak-Out episode. I did 2 last season, and this season, well, this is the season finale. I was thinking about doing 2 this season, or at least doing one that was like top 10, but unfortunately I didn't have quite enough to have 10 freakouts, so it is what it is. So we'll make the most of what we have on this list. So here's my number 5 pick for Susan's FanFic Critic Freak-Out.
Well, I'm sorry, but why is everyone surprised by this? You took a rotten, severed head, and you were having it ate you out. And you're like, oh, now my vagina's rotting off. Oh no, how could this happen? Because you're being a bloody stupid idiot!
Yes, that fanfic was about the Golden Girls and necrophilia. Yes. Don't blame Susan for that reaction. And that was rather funny what she had said. Yeah, my vagina fell off. Something like that. It was funny. Alright, let's take a look at the number 4 pick. All's forgiven. Let's go get ice cream. Let's go get ice cream. Let's all get bloody. I mean, hello. You just walked in on your significant other molesting your child, and your solution is, let's get ice cream. Yes. No wonder this story got reported. Yes, seriously, what type of reaction is that? Oh, let's get ice cream. You just molested our son. That's okay, let's get ice cream. Pedophile, go to jail! Jesus fucking Christ! The number 3 spot.
Well, I need to point something out to you. Mothers and sons do not fuck each other! They do not fuck each other! They are not supposed to. You're not supposed to fuck your children! You are not supposed to mate with your children! You are not supposed to bloody mate with your children! It's a motherly embrace of. No! You're not supposed to bloody mate with your bloody children! What the bloody hell is wrong with you? What the bloody hell is wrong with you? Why do people keep writing stories about mothers and sons fucking each other? Why? Stop doing it. It's disgusting. It is bloody disgusting. Ah!
I mean, I will say at least this story wasn't as disgusting as the Sin Dragon stories. You remember those, Susan, right? The Sin Dragon stories? I mean, this was still ridiculous, but still. But yeah, I don't blame Sue for having her rant there, because it's like, what the fuck? And poor Sue, I mean, she had a cold at the time, so her voice sounded really, she was sounding more monotone, so more like me, I guess. But, you know, she recovered, thankfully. Okay, then, let's take a look at the number 2 pick. Passionate piano music began playing. And Meg asked for Susan's hand for a dance. At that moment, a gentleman appeared out around the corner. It was Mr. Darcy impersonator. Susan hired a decade ago. He patiently waited for this moment. All these. I think what cracked me up the most about this freakout was just Susan trying to keep it together, and she's reading it faster and faster, and you can literally hear the point that she breaks and she just screams. I don't blame her in the slightest. I really don't. Now, I originally was thinking about having this one be on the number 2 spot, or I mean the number 1 spot, but I decided one of her freakouts from the most recent episode needed to be on there just because of how random it was, so let's have it for the number 1 pick. to grab his favourite meat. They're talking like bloody Tweety. I thought I saw a putty cat. I did see a putty cat. I thought I saw a yeah, and what Sue did not realize at that moment was that it was just going to get worse from there. It was just going to get worse and worse from there. It really was. Yes, I might have read one of this guy's stories years ago when I was doing the web show, Belle's Farting Problem. I think I might have read that. I'm not 100% sure, because again, I don't really remember much from back then, but I think I might have. So yeah, I don't blame Susan for not wanting to deal with this guy, because it sounds like if it is the fanfic that I'm thinking of that I think I reviewed, that also involved a lot of farting, and I think it's heavily implied that this guy has a farting fetish. So yes, that's lovely. Haha. Well, thank you for watching today's episode of FanFic Critic. I know I didn't do the FNAF jump scare opening like I have in the past videos, but kind of thought it was getting stale, and we have a cat now, so we don't want to be startling him, and I would probably freak him out if I did something like that, so gotta keep the kitty in mind. Right, well, thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed Season 2, and Sue and I will see you both in the next season. Until then, well, it's farewell. Bye.